name is Marcus, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight is the night. Today is April 1st. It is midnight. We are here at the Cinemark movie theater to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. As you all know, if you've been following the internet, Rotten Tomatoes, all of the critics have been saying this movie is terrible. They've been giving it between like 30% and 50%, saying that it's just a fan film. It's just, it's a whole lot of Easter eggs, not really a whole lot of story, and nothing more. I've been a Mario fan my whole life. My hopes are extremely high for this movie. Easily one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I absolutely loved the original Super Mario Brothers and the introduction to Rosalina and Bowser Jr. in this film. I am so excited for, man. So this is a true take on a real Mario fan's take on this movie. So let's go ahead and get in here and see what we got going on here, man. I'm so excited. Good morning. It is the morning after from me seeing the Super Mario Galaxy movie. We got out of the theater about 2 a.m. Had a good night's sleep. Let's dive into it, man. So first of all, just don't listen to the critics on this one, man. As we all know, as we already knew, if you're a Nintendo fan, or if you're any kind of a Mario fan, or if you have been for the last 40 years, you know what you're getting here. You're getting a core Mario story that's centered on Mario, Peach, Rosalina, and Bowser Jr. It's just, it's not necessarily a fan film, but it's clearly, it's a film made by Nintendo fans for Nintendo fans. Clearly, Shigeru Miyamoto had a heavy hand in the production of this film, had a heavy hand in the storyboarding of this film, and it's essentially like he was a kid in a melting pot. If he wanted it in the film, it's going in the film. Every little scene, every little detail, every little piece of this film had Shigeru Miyamoto's creations all throughout the entire film, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I've been, playing Miyamoto's creations for my entire life. So for me, specifically as a Mario fan, I have no qualms or complaints at all. I can see, a movie critic that's not really a Nintendo fan or a Mario fan in general not liking this movie. I mean, obviously. If you don't have any core history with the Mario franchise or with Nintendo in general, it's almost like, why are you here? Are you going to go see a Spider-Man film if you don't like Spider-Man in general? Are you going to go see the Batman film if you don't like Batman, the comic or the cartoon? It doesn't even make any sense. I get it. We all have jobs to do, but just it's so that movie critic lingo, it just makes me laugh, bro. Come on, man. You know what you're getting here. It just blows my mind. I tell you what, the premise of the movie did surprise me a bit. So it wasn't that Rosalina, the trailer kind of gave us an inkling that she was going to be this space warrior going and just completing missions herself, where in reality that beginning sequence of the movie showcased is the one that we see from the trailer, the battle versus the Megalopolis. She's doing pretty good defending herself because Bowser Jr. is in control of the Megalopolis, and because his plan is to utilize her Stardust power to power up the big Bowser planet that we see in the trailer. He's going to use that to essentially take over the galaxy, not just the galaxy, but like the entire universe, starting with the Mushroom Kingdom, and to rescue Bowser, so on and so forth. It's a really cool premise for a Mario story. That's kind of the other thing that was kind of getting me with the critics. They were saying that the story doesn't have any oomph to it, but I feel like the movie did a decent job of explaining within the first 10 minutes of what the movie was going to be about. So that's, just another thing, were y'all paying attention? I'm confused here. So, I was excited from within the first 10 minutes of the movie. Really cool fight scene, introduction to Rosalina. The Lumas were funny. Also, as suspected, Yoshi is about 90% of this movie as well, which, as a Mario fan, I'm completely fine with that. The trailer kind of told us all the promotional imagery and scenes also told us this as well. They find Yoshi from the cave in the upside down pyramid within the first 15-20 minutes of the film, and Yoshi is essentially in every single scene after that, fighting alongside Mario and Luigi and Peach, trying to save Rosalina from Bowser Jr., and it is just spectacular. You know, just the if you've ever played Yoshi's Island or Yoshi's Story, or you know, even just like a Mario Kart or a Mario Party, that's the other thing that kind of pissed off all the critics. That's going to make all the Mario fans happy. Like, it's so many Easter eggs in this film, it's not even funny. Like, just the Yoshi voice, you know, Donnie Glover did a really good job. I also like the change up that Mario and Luigi are definitely partnered up in this movie as well. You know, Luigi is not playing the damsel in distress like he did in the first movie, so we have really get some good Luigi action in this one as well. Luigi fans are eating good here, brother, trust me. Definitely get some core action platforming and fighting scenes from Mario, Luigi, and Peach for sure. You know, Peach, you know, a lot of people were hating at the fact that Peach was supposed to be a damsel in distress, but completely forgetting the fact that she was a playable character in the original Super Mario Brothers 2. Not to mention, you know, her fighting capability from Super Smash Brothers, like, as in from the entire series. So, you know, seeing her get the umbrella as a gift from Mario that is revealed in the trailer, that's not really a spoiler, and then seeing her utilize that to fight in an attempt to, you know, save Rosalina from, or to get information about Rosalina's kidnapping from Bowser Jr. in the little casino level from the Gateway Galaxy. Super cool, man. I really like Wart and Birdo's inclusion with that as well. They almost made it seem like they were like this gang with Meowser in there as well. You know, Peach being able to take out all of the little ninja characters with Toad's help and beat up Wart utilizing a super mushroom. Just chef's kiss, dude. You know, these are the things that dreams are made of. You know, 5 or 6 year old me was just sitting back in my movie theater seat, just gleaming with happiness. That's just all it is to it. Now, before I get too ahead of myself, I will say this plot is fast. I mean, really fast. I mean, like boom, 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 scene, 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 scene. It's just everything is quick. You got to be paying attention. It's like, boom, we're going here. Boom, we're going here. Boom, we're going here. Boom, we're going here. Not really any explanation. The movie fully expects you to know the Mario series. If you don't know, if you haven't played a Mario game before, you're going to be lost. Like, where's this? What's the Gateway Galaxy? What's the Honeybee Hive Galaxy? What's this desert place? What's this? Why do they have powers? Why is he got ice now? Why does he have a cape? Why is he flying around? It's a whole lot. Who's this Fox character? Like, why these different characters have so much meaning and reverence? Why is this? Who are these people? It does kind of a decent job trying to explain it, but it's so fast paced. Like, I could definitely see a casual Nintendo fan, even just a casual moviegoer in general, just being like, what the fuck is going on? At one point, we're chasing after Rosalina. Now Mario's supposed to be staying with the Mushroom Kingdom. Now he's going after Peach. Like, yeah, bro, like, so this Toad is doing this thing, this Toad's doing another. Why are the Mario Brothers defending the Mushroom? What are they? How did Bowser's army get back into the Mushroom Kingdom? I thought they were all safe. Oh, okay. It's a whole lot going on. But listen, if you've ever played a Mario game, honestly, it's kind of structured like a Mario game. It's like, you know, we have our main objective, but, you know, we're going on all these side quests and side missions before we get to our main objective of saving Rosalina and meeting back up with Peach. One more little nitpick, the music. It's okay. I mean, if you enjoy the Super Mario Galaxy music, you're definitely going to be right at home here. But if you were expecting any bangers like, you know, Peaches or the Mario Brothers rap, anything of that nature, you're just not going to find it here. It was a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that Bowser would have another musical number. It's just not the case, man. So there's a little cute scene with him and Bowser Jr. rehashing Bowser Jr.'s like early childhood. Them doing a little play. I was kind of maybe expecting a musical scene there, but you're just not going to get that here, man. So it definitely kind of misses the mark from the musical aspect there. So it is what it is. I've said all of that. You know, it's definitely goes without saying that this movie is not perfect. This was not a movie made for a movie buff. This movie was made for a Nintendo Mario fan, essentially. That's really about it. If you're going into this expecting a Oscar level style experience, you're kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie to you. You need to be fully expecting. I mean, it's just like the first one, you know, even though the first one got panned hard by critics too, it still made $1 billion because it was a swan song love letter to Super Mario Brothers fans. Mario Brothers fans that's been fans of the franchise for 40 years. Same thing here. If you've played anything along the likes of Super Mario Brothers, the 2, 3, World, 64, Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2, Odyssey, 3D World, you're going to be right at home. You're going to love what you're getting here. I mean, even as far as some of the Paper Marios, any of the Mario Karts, dude, there's so many Easter eggs here, it's not even funny. I've done pretty good of avoiding spoilers for the first half of this review, so I think it's definitely time to start talking spoilers now. So go ahead and click off the video now if you have not seen the movie, but if you've made it this far into the video, thank you. I really do appreciate you. Let's go ahead and let's start talking some spoilers here. So definitely the first mega spoiler story tidbit that I want to get into, that's probably the one that's going to piss a whole lot of people off. So the core basis of the story is Mario and Luigi and Peach and Toad. They're searching for Rosalina because she's been kidnapped by Bowser Jr., right? So during Peach's research, it is found out that Rosalina and Peach are, wait for it, you know, before I even announced it, you know, when they were getting deep into the story, I thought it was going to be announced that Rosalina was Peach's mom. But now it comes out that they are blood sisters, both created by in the making of Stardust. So the little star bits that you see in Super Mario Galaxy, they are humanoid components made from these star bits or Stardust, which will explains the cosmic energy that Rosalina has. It kind of also explains the magical capabilities that Peach also possesses herself, that has been showcased in Super Smash Brothers, Super Mario 3D World, pretty much any game that, you know, showcases Peach being a central or main playable character. She's always had some sort of magical fighting capability. This is not a secret. This is nothing new to the Super Mario franchise. I'm sure it's going to be some Patreons that this just kind of upset a lot. I will say right now, get over it. Mario has never been strong on the story basis, so them throwing little nods and tidbits and new facts to us now should not shock you. Thunder. It should not shock you, man. So I'm just happy about it. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some content creators that come in and make full-fledged documentaries on why they don't think that Rosalina and Peach are sisters. Shut up. Can we just be happy? Let's just be cool about it, okay? It doesn't bother me. You know, does it make sense in the story? Yeah, it's fine, not really, but you know, it's still, you know, I'd be lying if when I first heard this, that I just wasn't a glee of happiness that entered my being. There's just all this to it, man. Also, certainly cannot forget the inclusion of Fox McCloud as well. And, you know, at first I thought he was just going to have a cameo appearance, but it is way more than just a cameo, man. He has an integral role in helping our heroes make it to Bowser and Bowser Jr.'s castle to save Rosalina. And that just put such a smile on my face. Somehow he got warped into some intergalactic gateway from the Light system into the galaxy of the Mushroom Kingdom. Now he's stuck there. So, you know, Peach and Toad end up hiring him to get them to the galaxy where Bowser and Bowser Jr. is at. That's when the Mario and Luigi happen to run into them as well. Then they run into Bowser's castle and they get hit and crash land on the planet, but not before Bowser Jr. hits them with the Super Scope, which changes them into babies. It's so much story going on. There's no way to rehash this whole story in one separate video, man. It's just way too much. I'll be here like all freaking day, man. But, you know, like I said, it's a Nintendo fan's wet dream. They found some kind of way, in inclusion, to include so many different architects or so many different characters. You know, Baby Luigi and Baby Mario, it's not a flashback. It's actually, you know, they get, like I said, they get hit with a Super Scope. Baby Ray, because that makes sense. We've never seen that before at all. That's original for the movie, but obviously it's the Super Scope from the Super Nintendo. So I had fun with it. They get chased by T-Rex. Yoshi saves them. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. And then, of course, with Fox McCloud, it kind of alludes to maybe possibly getting a Star Fox movie as well, because it goes into the backstory of like Slippy and Falco and Peppy as well, how he's the leader of Team Star Fox. So, maybe we'll get that origin story like we discussed in previous videos. If we don't, it's cool. I'm just happy that Fox McCloud has finally made his Hollywood debate. It just puts a smile on my face. What more could you ask for as a Nintendo fan? Truly. Like I said, this is a movie. You have to keep reiterating, especially in these types of videos, that this is not a movie made for movie critics. This is a movie made by Nintendo fans, for Nintendo fans that have been playing the games for 40 years. That's all it is to it, man. This movie was not made for anybody else other than us. Period. It's also a bit of a revelation that Bowser hadn't seen Bowser Jr. in years per se, at least according to him within the story. He was able to develop a relationship somewhat with Luigi, kind of like what we see in the trailer. And he kind of eventually warmed the hearts of both of the Mario brothers. Kind of correlates with that whole scenario of like, how are these fools not only able to go on their adventures together with the platformers, but they're also able to correlate Mario Kart and Mario Party and like other factions of the Mario franchise. It's almost like they're making all of the side Mario titles canon, and I really find that cool. It's like occasionally Bowser, is friends to the Mario brothers, or at least he relates to them, where like he eventually makes his way back to the side of evil of trying to take over the universe, and it seems that Bowser Jr. is a direct reflection of that personality shift as well. So I really found that aspect of the story fascinating for sure, especially with the little side, bedtime story that Bowser would tell Bowser Jr. when he was a baby about them taking over the universe. It's kind of mad. I was kind of wishing that, the story would reveal who Bowser Jr.'s mom was, but nah, not at all. So, of course, we get some serious Easter eggs within the battles within the actual story itself. For the final battle specifically, we get a Mario versus Bowser on like the iconic bridge within Bowser's castle, as Mario and Peach and Luigi and Yoshi are going to save Rosalina. I found that really cool. And Mario is able to literally jump over Bowser just like he is in the classic Super Mario Brothers titles, hit the switch with an axe and knock Bowser into the lava, which turns him into Dry Bowser or Dry Bones Bowser, whichever. So that is a super cool little nod as well. There's so many power-ups that got included in the multiple battles of Bowser Jr. and Bowser versus Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi. I mean, we see the flying Mario with the red and black suit from Super Mario Galaxy. We see Ice Mario. We see, of course, the Fire Brothers. We see a little cameo appearance. At one point, Luigi gets control of Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush, and he is able to paint up a replica of Mr. Game & Watch from the Game & Watch series. So this is one of Nintendo's first consoles. He even makes the sounds from his appearance from Super Smash Brothers. So that was a really sweet cameo. They also produced the dragon from Super Mario Odyssey as well. I wonder if anybody noticed that was not just some random dragon. That was an exact replica of the dragon, the big black dragon from Super Mario Odyssey. So really cool that they found multiple nods besides just the T-Rex to add into the story as well. I also really enjoyed in this one that the story starts to play around with the idea that Mario has feelings for Peach as well. But, of course, even after the final battle has concluded, they never confirmed them to be in an actual relationship. Kind of the same thing correlates with the video game franchise. It's implied heavily that Mario and Peach both have feelings for one another. But even in the 40-year history of the Super Mario Brothers franchise, it is never implied that they are actually in a relationship. And I feel like that should coincide within the movie. Speaking of relationships, I think it's time that we're going ahead and reveal the secret cameo character that has been revealed that will most likely be a prominent figure in Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Galaxy, the sequel, whatever we get, and that, of course, kind of an obvious choice. It's going to be Daisy. So definitely with the inclusion of Daisy for the cameo. So is she also related to Rosalina and Peach? Is she sisters to them as well? So with her sporty attitude and I wonder if that's going to take us to Sarasasas land, which should also include the inclusion of Wario as well. Because if you ever play Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, with I think it's the Legend of the Six Coins or whatnot, it takes place in Sarasa Land. Mario has to go there after he saved the Mushroom Kingdom, save Daisy by battling his arch nemesis or evil clone Wario. So very interested in seeing if that is going to be the story that we get within the third iteration of this Mario Brothers franchise. So especially since Bowser and Bowser Jr. are currently locked up in a max security Galaxy Gateway jail. So very, very cool to see what transpires for the future for sure, man. I'm happy, man. It blows my mind that I'm existing in a society where we have a successful, Sonic franchise of movies and a successful Mario franchise of movies as well. Even though the Mario movies is not getting reviewed as positively as the Sonic movies are, they're still printing money. The original Mario Brothers movie made $1 billion, literally. I'd be shocked if the Mario Galaxy movie, it might not make $1 billion, but I feel like it's still going to get close nevertheless, especially when people really start to get wind on how many Easter eggs and how many nods to the original, how many Mario games it actually pulls from. It's definitely a Mario Brother fans' wet dream for sure, man. I'm so happy to be included in it somewhat with this channel that I'm able to just talk to all you guys about it, man. It really puts a smile on my face. It warms my soul. It warms my spirit. It really does. We're about 22 minutes in. Y'all still here with me? Cool. I love y'all, man. Truly. If you've been here with me throughout this entire video, hey, man, I really appreciate you. It means you are a true fan of not only Mario, you are a true fan of Jakks79, and I couldn't be more appreciative of the support that you give this channel, that you give to me, that you help support this dream of mine that has been going on for almost a full decade now. I couldn't be more grateful. Mario. This franchise changed my life. It has always been an integral and an essential part of this channel that is not going to change anytime soon. Y'all know how much I love Dragon Ball, but for me, Mario is just as important as Dragon Ball, just as important as Disney, just as important as the cosplays and Comic-Con. It's right there, man. It will always be one of the top branches of this channel, as you can see. It changed my life. It really did. And, listen, movie critics are probably not going to like this movie. They're not going to like it. But I'm such an essential fan. It did enough for me as a Mario fan to have me come out of the movie theater with a smile on my face. Does it throw a whole lot at you? Yeah, it throws a lot at you. Shigeru Miyamoto is throwing a lot of fireballs at you. He's throwing a lot of stuff at you, but he's expecting you to have played all of his games. He has expected you to have played at least the core Mario franchise, the core Mario Karts, Star Fox, Pinkman. I forget, I didn't even mention Pinkman makes it in a cameo appearance too. Yeah, they're there. Donkey Kong makes a cameo appearance. He doesn't say anything. He just goes, hoo, 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 hoo. Well, he don't talk. So I had to take an educated guess. Maybe show's gonna come with Donkey Kong maybe sometime here soon. No, we'll see, man. I feel like the sky is the limit. I did see some of the producers come out and say that they don't really have any plan to build a connected universe. I don't know, man. I call it BS. You don't introduce all these characters without some kind of plan in the pipeline to try to maybe one day bring them all together to battle a common threat and a Smash Brothers style situation there. I feel like that's internet breaking worthy, especially with a Zelda show coming. We have the Mario movie franchise. We have the Sonic movie franchise. Pikachu is kind of in the background somewhere with that Detective Pikachu franchise. Donkey Kong's right there. I'd be shocked if Kirby is not something planned in the pipeline for him as well. I feel like it's something coming. I feel like it's just way too much money for Nintendo, Universal, and Illuminations to be made. Just leave that on the table. So that's just my opinion. yeah, we got to end this video, man. I've been here almost a half an hour. All right, listen, maybe we'll do a part two. Like I said, I could talk about this movie all day. I've always just, I know Mario like the back of my hand. I always have. That's why y'all are here. That's why y'all listen to me. That's why we're having this conversation, man. What I want to do now, I want to continue the conversation in the comment section below. Listen, if you don't like the movie, cool. You can comment if you want to, but hey, man, listen, don't be in here all super negative. I love the movie. I'm sure the majority of people that follow this channel probably love the movie as well. You can comment, but, just be wary with your words there, please. Just saying. All right, man. That's going to do it. As always, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for, allowing me to be me and allowing me to just entertain y'all. Truly. If you want to see more content just like this, you know what to do. Get subscribed, man. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjak79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.